Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a team from the American, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The 49ers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Hurricane offense takes the field as we get this game underway. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up.
Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Tulsa! And they strike first.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The 49ers are on the move. They'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires downfield. Working the middle. drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Safe completion on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hubbard. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Tulsa trying to move the chains on third and short. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hubbard. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Trying the left side. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The 49ers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the 49ers will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, better look out. Makes a man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Charlotte. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside is 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll pull it on the read. Fighting off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. There he goes. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flicks it out of the air.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken. touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
On the move, it's Hubbard. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Takes it from the gun on third down. Working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Tulsa will come to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
21, Tulsa, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Deal off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Stands in, takes the hit. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The 49ers want to pick up the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. Now adjusting. Zings it complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, 49ers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
21-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Tulsa wasting no time.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gibson on the option. Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. He's got it down the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown Niners! And the route
focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's got it on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Hubbard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The 49ers in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll do it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Tulsa, 17.
Bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
And the Tulsa offense will
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Here's a heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play call.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got room at the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating.
Lofts one high and deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. They're not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now, the entire country,